Welcome to Zonk. Story 1. I feel so numb and scared right now. I've been chatting with this guy for about 5 months. I even had a separate phone to be safe. Despite that, he found the phone in my bag and demanded to know what it was. He demanded I unlock it. I denied at first, but I've had a history of talking to other guys, and why would he trust me now? He saw what was in the phone and was furious. I don't know how much he knows about the sexual nature of the relationship I had with this other guy, but now he's forcing me to sign a post-nuptial agreement, or if not, he will post my affair online, on Facebook, and text everything to my friends. He's threatening to expose me publicly, even though I want to handle this between closed doors. He says that I don't deserve to have any requests. I guess he's right. I did cheat, but I still love him. However, my relationship on the norm is pretty emotionally abusive. Regardless of the cheating, he puts me down constantly, and sometimes I feel like all I do is disappoint him. I can't seem to do anything right in his eyes. Granted, I feel like I have no self-esteem, and I feel like I have been severely depressed for a long time. When I've tried to approach this subject, he does not make me feel better, just tells me I need to change. I don't think he believes in depression. He thinks I'm pathetic. I've reasoned that that is the reason I drink a lot and cheated. Like, I craved to be understood and wanted to feel beautiful and desired. When at the end of the day, I wanted all of this from him. I didn't want to cheat, but I did. I did. I feel pathetic and scared. I'm not from Seattle, and though my friends are here for me, home is very, very far away. How do I save my relationship? My friends say I should leave because it clearly doesn't work, regardless of the cheating. My therapist thinks I have Stockholm Syndrome. Why do I just want him to love me? I don't know what to do. He's pretty vindictive. In fact, the guy I was chatting with was in the military, and he has reported him and sent them evidence, officially getting him in trouble as well. I'm scared he'll hurt me even more, posting on Facebook, etc. if I don't give him what he wants. He wants me to sign this post-nup, but it would effectively leave me with $0, zero support. I only have my Canadian credit card and no American credit cards. I'm an authorized user on his, but he'll remove me from them. Is that even legal? I don't want to sign this post-nup, but the threat of public shaming and 100% divorce is too much for me to handle. He says I play the victim. I just feel completely destroyed. I've wanted to go to couples therapy for a long time, but he refuses it. He says that I'm the problem and there's nothing for him to fix. He doesn't even want to know the reason I cheated, because I felt like I was alone in the relationship, yet I still want him and feel like I need him. Help me. This doesn't seem like a healthy relationship, and your approach to dealing with it is ineffective. It appears that you're conflicted. You don't want to be with him, but you also resist change. Since you're already seeing a therapist, it might be helpful to discuss your escape plan with them. Although you won't be able to escape the situation without consequences, such as financial support from your husband due to your infidelity, you'll have the opportunity to create a life that suits you. I advise against signing a post-nuptial agreement. It's not a wise decision. When you say, it's too much for me to handle, why not leave his money behind and start anew? It's important to learn how to take care of yourself. Comments. To preface myself, I have very little empathy for cheaters due to my own past. So now I have to ask is, why do you even want to stay married? You cheated on him, so he has every right to divorce you. And how does someone even force you to sign a post-nup? Do you care more about the fact that you cheated, or the fact that he's going to show the world that you cheated? You say that he's abusive. However, I take the word of a cheater with a grain of salt. I've seen them spin fantastical tales before. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. He isn't here to defend himself. Although if he is abusive, then all the more reason to not sign the post-nup and allow the divorce to happen. I love when people justify their actions for cheating. He could be the biggest scumbag in the world, but why put up with it? You've lost the only thing that matters here, which is pride. Holding your head high and walking away is more important. My ex-wife continues to take this route. To this day denies ever cheating. My screenshots and chat history show otherwise. Deny, deny, deny until they and everyone around them believes their twisted fantasy. She even blames my family for her own undoing. Her parents supported her cheating and tried to justify it to me. It boggles the mind. Initiate the divorce yourself, get some counseling, and start again. Story 2. I, 28 female, lied to my boyfriend about how many people I've been with and the nature of it. I also told him I had been single for a year before we dated, when in reality I had slept with 5 men in that time. I lied about having STDs, I have HPV. The truth started to come out a few weeks ago, and he's been very loving and patient. He told me we had a chance, but he needed the truth. The first few weeks, I held on to lies. I tried to protect myself, and I was selfish. I also blocked a lot of memories and had a hard time remembering details of all my sexual encounters. Last week, we found out that I had cheated on him early in our relationship. I had blocked it out. Today, finally, the memory came back to me, and I remember cheating. I didn't feel remorse at the time, not about hurting him. I just felt embarrassed because the person I cheated with was 10 years my senior and my boss. He reached the point where he's given up, and I don't blame him. We still have a few weeks before I can move out. Sometimes it makes me nauseous when I think about all the pain I caused and how much I hurt him. Other times I just go numb, or I get selfish and think about all the pain I'm in. I know I've been a terrible person, and even though I've been mostly honest for the past 3 weeks, I haven't been perfect. I know I could be more empathetic about what he's feeling if I could just own up and face and accept that I made bad decisions and that I'm responsible for this pain. Are there any other cheaters that dealt with denial like this? What helped? I think that if I could really own up to things, we may still have a chance as a couple. Even if we don't, I owe it to him to be a good person for these next few weeks until I move out. I'm feeling very lost. You forgot you screwed your boss? Tell me you're no longer working for him. OP, learn to be honest and upfront, at least in your future relationships. Your partners don't deserve this. And correct me if I'm wrong, purposefully not disclosing about your STDs to the person you're sexually active with is criminal, isn't it? Comments. Be an example to other women if you know of any that cheat or sleep around. Tell them what you did to save them from the pain you feel and the pain you give. Then maybe you'll feel better about yourself. Honestly, you're the reason men hate women. You're a worthless liar and should deserve nothing more than a worthless liar and equal. Story 3. Background. I'm a girl who's been in a relationship with my boyfriend for the past 3 years. We haven't really had any major arguments, only minor disagreements. I'm his first serious girlfriend, he's my second serious boyfriend. My problem is that I've done the worst thing I could do to someone so wonderful. I cheated on him with one of his friends. I decided to tell him about it myself. I wanted to be honest with him. Now we're in the aftermath of it. He says he needs time to think. I'm willing to give him that space. What I did was a mistake, a stupid mistake, and I would give anything to take it back. If he asked me to walk in front of a bus, I would. He turned my life around in so many different ways. He made me a better person. Yet I was stupid enough to throw that away. I still love him, and I have no feelings for this other guy at all. It was purely a heat of the moment thing. I know I've just dumped this on him and it isn't fair at all. He doesn't deserve this. My question is, has anyone come back for this, or is there no hope for me at all? I'm willing to do anything for him right now. Willing to work at this, make it right. I want to be that better person. Help? Edit. Well, I guess there's not. After a week of trying, I ended it. He deserves better. We both agreed we should have broken up last week, but neither of us knew when to let go or had the courage to. So there you have it. Some can push through it, some can't. Thanks to those who showed support anyway. Speaking from my own perspective, I tend to have a more unconventional approach. If I were in your partner's position, I wouldn't allow a single isolated indiscretion like yours to demolish an otherwise healthy relationship. Instead, I would strive to find a way to mend the damage and make the relationship work. Wishing you the best of luck. Let us hope that your partner shares a similar mindset and is open to unconventional solutions. Comments. Sorry, a mistake like that is not forgivable in my opinion. Reverse the facts and think if you could trust him. In that context, why did he cheat on you? Guilt sucks. Move on. Relationships with baggage like this aren't healthy for anyone. You did what you did, but if he took you back, it won't work, as trust is the foundation of any relationship. Do you want to take a girls' weekend with your friends and not have BF assuming you're humping random dudes? Well, he's gonna feel that way, and there's a justification for it. Move on. I had this very thing happen to me. Needless to say, I broke up with her ASAP. It's okay to make mistakes, but you have to live with the consequences. My ex was devastated after I broke up with her after 3.5 years. The fact was, I was even more broken to pieces because of what she did to me. Cheating shatters trust completely. I wish you the best and hope you learn from your mistakes. Cheating is still cheating no matter if it was in the moment or not. Hate to be harsh, but I don't have much respect for cheaters. Do you want to take a girls' weekend with your friends and not have BF assuming you're humping random dudes? Well, he's gonna feel that way, and there's a justification for it. Move on. Couldn't put it better myself.